So before you get started on the next project, which focuses on this rainbow heart kind of movement that's been happening, please make sure that you've completed this quick question. This counts. This is an Aspen, and then this is also an Aspen. This is your first Pixlr project. So make sure that you've completed both of those and turned them in. The rainbow heart project will be posted above here later. So this is the project that you guys are going to be working on. And I'm not sure if you've noticed, but there's been a lot of rainbows and hearts that have been posted within homes, on the street, businesses, hospitals, etc. So what I would love is for you guys to learn a little bit as to why. You can make your own actual artwork from your home if you don't have a color printer and hang it up in your window. That would be really great. And then, of course, I need you to complete this project. So this is an image that I made. And then this is a document. And if you click, it takes you here. And it just quickly talks to you about why are there rainbows and why are there hearts. All right. So just read those. And then what I want you to do is to start thinking about what artwork you could create. And you don't need to be so literal. Okay. So it doesn't need to be like what I made. Where it's a bunch of hearts that are rainbow colored. Okay, it doesn't need to be so literal. So you could either create something heart themed or something rainbow themed or a hybrid of both like I'm showing here. Also, the hearts are to help all essential workers, including mailmen, FedEx workers, people that are at the grocery stores, right? All these people that are allowing us to be able to stay in our homes. And it started with healthcare workers. So that's why they did the heart for that. So if you wanted to do a true anatomy of a heart, that would be really awesome. That would be really neat and interesting. If you want to stick more to the shape of the heart for love, that's okay too. You'll see that this has rainbow, so you could combine them this way, or you could just choose one color to work with, okay? You could also create a heart-like shape by using other items, like for instance, butterflies. And then here we have the rainbows, okay? So I would like to not get this. If you could be a little bit more creative, that would be wonderful. So I would like to try and not get this. This is creative, okay? Having an eye, or look at that, the zebra stripes become the rainbow, or it's within a tree, or it's raining, or it's feathers. So think about what you could do that would either be rainbow themed or heart themed for your next project. So yeah, this is a more open-ended project. So everything below me that I'm about to show you is just options. So we're going to get started the same way by clicking on the link and launching it. And we're going to create new, and we want it to be full. And we are creating uplifting artwork because this is supposed to allow people to feel better. So I named it Feral Uplifting. You can change it to your last name and Uplifting. Again, we want our background to be white, and then we press create. I'm going a little bit quicker because you guys are used to that now. So that's the first step. The other thing is just a friendly reminder that, that whatever is on the top in your layers menu is in front, and whatever is on the bottom is below. So if this guy was over this heart, we wouldn't be able to see this, right? It's covering it up. So if you're having issues, check your layers menu and make sure that it's visible. Also, by turning these on and off allows you to make your layer visible or invisible. So to create your background layer, if I was you, I would do a gradient. It allows it to look more sophisticated or thoughtful. It looks like it's even more difficult to make when it isn't, right? We're just blending two colors together. So I'm going to go into my layers menu, and I already have a layer selected here, so I'm just going to go ahead and rename this guy. And this is sky. Okay, I want to have some nice blues for my artwork. You guys can pick what you would like. So I'm going to start with a light blue. And then I'm going to do a darker blue. And those are my two colors. This is my gradient tool, and I'm going to click and drag. Okay, I want the dark not on the bottom but on the top, so I'm just reversing my click and drag. So this is the gradient, which we just did. Now this is new to you guys. So there's these shape tools, which are really cool in Pixlr. And I ended up creating a bunch of heart layers. So one was R heart for red heart, O heart for orange heart, and so on. So I'm going to come back up here. I'm going to make a new layer, and I am going to name it heart. And then over here, these actually create our fill and outline. So I'm going to do light and dark. So this is my outline, and this is my fill, or my stroke and fill. And you'll see here, it tells you so. All right. So now I need to find my shape tool, which is right here. And I'm going to click on a heart. You guys can choose any shape you want. And when I click and drag this heart, if I go to move it, do you see how it gets cut off? So when you're using the shape tool, you have to make sure that your shape fits completely inside of your image. So do you see how mine's fitting inside my image? Now I can use my move tool to move it where I want, rotate it how I want, and also scale it to the size that I want. And edit free transform is not working right now. So what I found is when I click down on this layer and then back up on this layer, then I can free transform. So that's why it wasn't working for me the other day. So I can distort my heart so it's a little bit taller or wider if I want. The other thing that I can do is, I can transform my heart to make it squished or wide. And then I can also distort it. Isn't that neat? The way how it looks like it's almost like a sticker peeling off. Okay, so there's a lot of different ways that you can work with this. So here I have my heart, and that was using my shape tool, okay? Now, I just went over changing the size, right? Changing the size, edit free transform, and I'll add the distort features in here as well, so you can distort if you want. And then if for some reason the free transform isn't working for you, right, you can default to using the arrange tool. Okay. Another fun thing is because I have this selected on its own layer, I can get my magic wand tool. And do you see my marching ants? Why couldn't I go to my gradient and use this rainbow gradient inside of my heart or whatever shape I'm creating? And then to get rid of my marching ants, it is Control D if you would like, or deselect from the top of your screen. Okay. And now I have this neat rainbow heart. Okay, so now we're on the brush tool. So I said the brush tool might be something that you might want to use to create a rainbow, but it's really up to you guys. It could be rainbow, heart, clouds, whatever you want. So I'm going to come here again. I'm going to make a new one. I am going to name it rainbow. And I don't want to see this right now, so I'm going to turn off the visibility on that so only my rainbow is visible. And one way that you could make a rainbow is, oops, I got to do red first. One way that you could make a rainbow is by using your brush tool, right? And I'm going to get a hard brush, make it large. And what I could do, I want it larger than that. What I could do is I could click once to create my rainbow, or of course, right, I could draw it using my brush tool. So I have red. Now I need to do Roy G. Biv, right? So now I need to do orange. And I could just, oops, I did it on the wrong side. And I could just kind of keep moving down, right? I just want it to be a little bit wider there. And then yellow, and so on and so forth. And I could create a rainbow this way, couldn't I? And then if I wanted to have it be an arc, I could come up to my paintbrush, make this a hard edge as well. And click. And now I have kind of like this rainbow effect, right? And I could come in, oh, I want to keep using my brackets to make my brush smaller. And I could create a rainbow, something similar to that, right? And don't forget that there's all these other brushes that you can use down here as well. And you can change your opacity too. And then the last thing that I wanted to show you guys, I think it's the last thing, is the pen tool. And it's adding interesting textures, designs, and outlines to your work. And one thing that I love using is Sketchy. So let me show you. So here I am making a new thing, layer, details. And there's my pen tool. It's on Sketchy. You can lower the opacity if you want. It doesn't have to be 100. And zoom in is Control Plus, which is great because you guys are used to that, and spacebar does work. And what I could do with my pen tool is I could outline in a color that I'm already using, like red, right? I think looks kind of nice. Or if you want, you could do an outline in black. And the way how this works is when it gets close, it's almost like it's magnetized, right? When it gets close to that other line that you sketched, it creates these really cool sketchy lines, okay? So think about what it is that you could do and create for your project. And then these are just tips to zoom in and out, visibility, and then how to save, which I will show you guys in the next video. And just so you know, I did all of these on their own individual layer. So each heart is its own layer. The outline is one. So all of that is on one layer. My signature is another, and my background. So I was really surprised that Pixlr was able to allow you to use so many layers in one file. All right, I'm looking forward to see what you guys will make.